everyone. I have a Tabata Superset class for you today. Before we get to the Tabata Superset work though, we are going to start with a little bit of Pilates work. So how class is going to go is we will warm up. That's going to take us into a brief Pilates flow that's going to focus on activating our core and activating our glutes. Then we are going to go into our Tabata work. For the Tabatas, we have 3 different supersets today. In each one, I'm going to give you 2 exercises. You alternate between those 2 exercises using an interval structure of 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 8 times. In between supersets, you have a full minute to recover, and during that time, I'll give you a preview of the upcoming exercises. Low impact modifications will be played, so at any point, if you want to dial down the intensity, you can always take the modifications on screen. No equipment is needed today. We're going to go body weight only, and we will start down on the mat in a kneeling position. If it's uncomfortable kneeling, though, you could do cross-legged for this first part. And we're going to start by just tenting the fingertips to either side. We're going to do a side bend with a rotation. So let's take our right arm, sweep it up and over to the left. And then within this side bend, I want you to rotate towards the floor and lower that arm. And then we just bring it up and over to the other side. We side bend, rotate and reach. Moving fluidly side to side. I have a mild headache today, but it's made worse by the bright lights that I have to turn on and shine in my face when I film. So you may notice me closing my eyes a lot during this class when I'm facing the camera. Try to keep this headache at bay. Last time like this. And then I want you to reach your arms up, come through center. We're going to do a hip hinge with an arm sweep. So let's come to a full kneel. And from here, we're going to slide the hips back as the arms sweep back. Hips come up as the arms sweep up. Let's do palms facing into midline as we do this. Hips slide back towards our heels and over our knees. We're going to hold the hinge. So next time you come into the hinge, I want you to hold. I want you to reach the arms forward, and you're going to give me a reverse fly. So we're attracting the shoulder blades, opening up through the arms, maintaining length through the spine. Hands are going to come down to the mat in a tabletop position in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come down, spread them out under your shoulders. Now, before you do anything, I want you to walk your knees back about 6 inches. We're going to rock between a child's pose and sort of an up dog. So to start, we're going to start to shift the hips back around the spine up towards the ceiling. Press your armpits towards the floor. We're going to round forward, elongating the spine, dropping the hips, opening through the chest, coming into a little bit of spinal extension. Stay gently active through the glutes here to protect the lower back. And then we just round and shift the hips back. So when we come into this extension, don't just totally dump into your lower back. Let's do one more. And then from here, I want you to send the hips back into a center tabletop, walk the knees in so that knees are under hips, and we're going to lower down to our forearms so elbows are stacked under shoulders. We're going to start with a donkey kick, kicking the leg straight. The right leg is going to be the mover. You're going to keep your left knee down. On an exhale, we are going to drive that right leg straight, and then we're going to bend the knee, tapping it back down to the floor. Foot is flexed, or ankle is flexed, I should say. Now, as you kick that leg up and back, we don't want to hyperextend into the lower back. So we want to exhale as we straighten the legs so we have core engagement, and we want to think of squeezing into the base of our seat, into those glutes. Maintain neutral through the lower back and maintain length through your neck. So I want you to make sure that you're not just letting your head hang down. Your gaze shouldn't be at your knees. It's at the mat, kind of in between your forearms. Now, at any point, if it gets uncomfortable doing this down on forearms, you can come up to straight arms. Sometimes that is the preferable position, depending on what you have going on with your shoulders. Next time that leg kicks straight, I want you to hold it straight. I want you to point through the ankle, and we're going to lower and lift that straight leg. Toes tap the floor, lift it up. Now, we don't want to shift all of our weight over to the left side, so try to stay centered. That probably means putting a little extra weight in your right forearm. As the leg kicks up, we don't dip into the lower back and flare through the ribs. We're active through the quads, the top of the thigh. That's going to help hold the legs straight. And we reach long through the leg, squeeze into our glutes to lift. Now we're going to keep the lift and lower going, but we're going to make kind of a rainbow shape, tapping it to the right and to the left. So next time that you lift that leg up, I want you to pause here, kind of in center. Now you're going to take it out to the right and down, and then up and over to the left. So you're kind of making a rainbow shape with this leg as it taps over to the left, out to the right, coming up through center. Now with your upper body, I want you to think of pushing the floor away, kind of filling the space between your shoulder blades so we're not sinking down into the shoulders. We're going to hold that leg at center, lifted at hip height. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it lifted and through center. Now from here, we're going to flex through the ankle as you curl the heel in, point and straighten. So a little hamstring curl here. Now as you do the curl, we're not losing height through the knee. So stay active through the glutes, stay lifted through the leg. One more variation and then we have a change. You're going to hold with the knee bent. You're going to give me little donkey kick pulses. So next time you bend the knee, I want you to hold it at 90. Make sure you're centered and it's a little pulse up, a little kick up. Don't flare through the ribs and arch into the lower back as you kick up. The squeeze comes from the glutes. We have a change coming up in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the leg lifted but straighten it out. Now I want you to take your left forearm and I want you to pivot it so it's parallel. And I want you to come to tented right fingertips. We're going to peel open through the hips. You're going to take your right hip, peel it open on top of the left. And as you do, you're going to brace through the core. We're going to try to reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to bring fingertips back down to the mat as we pull that right hip down, squaring the hips off towards the floor. So we open up and square it off. So we are rotating our pelvis around the stationary left thigh bone. So it takes a lot of control from that left side and a lot of core control. If reaching the arm up to the ceiling isn't happening, just keep your fingertips tented on the floor for support, okay? Next time you peel open through those hips, we are going to hold open. Maybe arm is up to the ceiling, maybe fingertips are down. I want you to trace tight little circles in that right hip joint. Right leg traces a little circle. A little circle. You're stabilizing through the core. In 4, switch direction. 3, 2, 1. Switch direction of your circles. So we have another transition coming up. We're going to move from this position into a bird dog position. In 4, circle for 3, 2, 1. So I want you to take the right hand and I want you to plant it down, okay? So it's kind of under the right shoulder if you were to rotate. Now on an exhale, we're going to brace to the core. We're going to push off to a straight right arm. As the left arm reaches forward, your right leg reaches long, we square the hips. So now we're in this bird dog tabletop position. Now bending into your right elbow, peeling open through the hips, let's come back to that starting position. So right hip stacked on top of left. And then as you exhale and press up, we square the hips off to the floor. So your right leg is just staying long and lifted as you move between the two. Challenging our deep core here. As you exhale slowly out through the mouth, you brace through the core. Last time, we're going to hold in that bird dog position. And from here, left hand, right knee are going to crunch into center and tap. Exhale, send them long. They come in and reach long. We maintain a neutral spine. 3 more. 2. Last time, hold the leg and arm straight. Just breathe here. You're going to bring your left hand down to the mat. You're going to plant your right toes on the mat, keeping the legs straight in 3, 2, 1. Right toes plant, left hand plants. Tuck your left toes under as well. Now on an exhale, you're going to feel that brace of the abdominal wall, and you're just going to lift that left knee to a 2-inch hover. So we're in this kind of half bear plank, half full plank position. Inhale, lower it back down to the mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. Next time you lift up, you're going to hold. Now you can hold here, or if you want to advance it, you're going to take this left leg, you're going to step it back so you're in a full plank position. Just hold and breathe. Reach long through the crown of your head and your heels. Knees are going to come down. We find a child's pose in 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come down, butt goes back, flip your palms up to the ceiling, forehead to the mat. Awesome work. So we are going to repeat that flow on the other side. So all you have to do is rock forward into your tabletop. I am going to just flip direction though for the sake of the camera. Okay, so we're going to come down to our forearms. So find your tabletop position and then lower down to your forearms, elbows under shoulders. Now we're stable through the shoulders, so instead of sinking down, we're pushing the floor away, okay? So we're lifted. Right knee is going to stay down. Flex through the left ankle, and on an exhale, you kick that leg straight and back. So it's going to kind of go up at a diagonal because we're down on our forearms like this. Exhale, kick it straight. Inhale, lower. Notice if you're shifting all the way to the right and kind of opening up through the hips. We want to stay square, so it probably means a little extra weight on that left side, left forearm, I should say. As the leg kicks straight, you squeeze into the glutes. Lower back stays neutral. Next time the leg goes straight, you're going to hold it straight. You're pointed through the ankle. We're going to lower and lift. So think length over height. So we're staying active through the quads, as if you could lift your kneecaps up. That's going to help hold the leg straight. And then as the leg lifts, you squeeze into the glutes. So we're not just arching into the lower back and flaring the ribs. That's not where the lift comes from. We're going to keep the legs straight. We're going to turn this into a rainbow shape, lifting and lowering side to side. In 3, 2, 1. Pause with that leg lifted. So you're going to shift it out to the left, tap it to the floor, out to the left, up, and then down to the right. So picture there's like a yoga block or something there, and we're going up and over, side to side. So it is the leg moving within the hip joint, but it's not the actual hip bones moving. So I'm going to keep both hips square to the floor. We're going to hold lifted in center. We're going to go into those hamstring curls in 4, 3, 2, 1. Come through center. Flex through the ankle as you curl in. Point to straighten out. Active through the core here. Lifted through the knee. We'll hold with the knee bent, little donkey kick pulses. In 3, 2, hold the knee bent, pulse it up, pulse it up. Squeeze into the glutes, don't dump into the lower back. We have a change coming up in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to straighten out this left leg. Now take your right arm and pivot it 90 degrees and then come to tented left fingertips. On an exhale, you're going to brace to the core. You're going to peel the hips open. As you do, can we reach that left arm up to the ceiling? As we square the hips, we bring the fingertips back down to the mat. So we're doing these pelvis rolls, open and closed, rotating around that right thigh bone. So this requires a lot of stability through the core and through our right hip joint. Give me one more and you're going to hold open. Hold open in this side position. You can always keep the fingertips down. We trace little leg circles through that left side. Tight circles. You're not swaying around. It's just the leg moving. In 3, 2, 1. Switch direction of the circles. Left hand is going to plant down. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant your left hand down. We're going to move between this position into our bird dog. So as you exhale, you're going to push to a straight left arm. Reach your right arm forward overhead. Come down to your right forearm as you peel open through the hips. Square the hips into your bird dog. Open into that kind of side tabletop position. Maintaining length through the left leg as we do this. Twice more. Next time you press up to that bird dog, you hold. Whew. Okay, we're stable through this shoulder, this left shoulder. Push the mat away. Right hand to left knee, and then send them long. We draw them in and press away. Maintaining a neutral spine. I like inhale as we come in, exhale as we go out, but if the reverse breath pattern feels more natural and supportive for you, you can do that. One more and then we're going to hold straight. Reach them long and hold. You're going to plant down through the right hand. Left toes are going to plant down. Keep the left leg long in 3, 2, 1. Both hands are planted. Tuck under through the toes. Right knee is bent. Left leg is long. As you exhale, we feel that connection to the abdominal wall. We lift the knees to a hover. As we inhale, we tap that right knee back down. You are moving with your breath as you lift and lower, so do not rush it. Twice more and then we finish with a hold. Next time you lift up, you hold. You can stay here with this right knee bent, or you can step it back long to your full plank position. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Hips are going to pike up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips go up to a down dog. And from here, we're going to inchworm our hands in towards our feet. You can stay hanging here for a second, maybe pedaling out through the knees. And then when you're ready, vertebrae by vertebrae, you are going to roll it up to stand. And I'm going to give you a preview of our first Tabata. So for our first Tabata, we're going to stay on the same leg the whole first set, and then we'll switch. So it'll be right, left, right, left. First up is going to be 2 jump lunges. You pivot to a low squat, back to your lunge. 2 jump lunges, pivot and switch. To keep that one low impact, instead of doing the jump lunges, you would just give me a stationary lunge pulse, pivot, and back. Second exercise is going to be a squat jump and then a squat pulse. And when you pulse, you're going to lift the non-target foot off of the floor. To keep that one low impact, it would be an air squat and then that single-sided squat pulse. 20 on, 10 off. Let's go. So we're going to start with our right leg as the focus. So in your lunge position, the right foot will be forward, left will be back. You'll do 2 jump lunges so that your right foot is back forward, and then that's when you pivot, okay? So right foot forward, left foot back. You'll be nearing me. Jump lunge, jump lunge, pivot to a low squat, back to the lunge, switch, switch, pivot. Okay, now right leg is still going to be the target. It's going to be a squat jump. When we pulse, right foot stays down, left foot comes off. Mirror me. Let's go. Squat jump, pulse it. Left foot lifts. Whew. Rest. Okay. Left foot is forward in the lunge now. Let's go. Jump lunge. Jump lunge. Left foot is forward again. Pivot to the squat. Pivot back to the lunge with your left foot forward. Whew, rest. Okay, so squat jump and then pulse. Right foot lifts off when you do the pulse. You'll mirror me. Let's go. Whew. Okay, we're at the halfway point. So we're going to start back at the top. Right foot forward in the lunge, left foot back. Let's go. Jump lunge, pivot to the squat. Rest. Oh, my legs. All right, squat jump. When you do the pulse, your left foot lifts, right foot stays down. Mirror me. Go. Rest. Okay. Final set. We can do it. Left foot is forward in the lunge. Last time each exercise. Let's go. Jump lunge, pivot. Left foot is forward in the lunge. Oh, rest. All right, last 20. Squat jump, pulse. Right foot lifts, left foot stays down. We got it. Done. Okay, minute to recover. I'm going to show you our second Tabata. All right, this one's going to be a tough one for the upper body. First exercise is going to be a push-up to a shoulder tap, push-up, opposite hand, opposite shoulder, going side to side. If you have a strong push-up, do that one from your feet. Otherwise, knees can be down. I'm going to do knees down for that one. Second exercise is going to be a surfer get-up. It's kind of like the bottom half of a burpee. So chest to floor, and then you push up, landing in a low squat with one foot forward, kind of like you're jumping up on a surfboard. And then you just switch which foot is forward. If you hate those, I know a few of you do, and you would rather do a chest to floor burpee and add in the squat jump, go for it, okay? To modify that one, you would step, step, knees can come down, push up, step, step forward into a low squat. Okay, you know the deal, 20 on, 10 off, let's do it. So we'll start down on the mat, push up to shoulder tap. A note, on your push-ups, you want your hands right under your shoulders. I see all the time people want to put their hands way out here, okay? Under the shoulders, and then the elbows go back at like a 45-degree angle, okay? So let's do it. We spread out through those hands. They are under your shoulders. You can come to your feet if you have a strong push-up. Otherwise, knees can be down, lower the hips so that you're in a modified plank position. Push up, and as you come up, opposite hand taps opposite shoulder, side to side. Woo, rest. All right, surfer get-ups. I like to start in the low squat. You're kind of angled. One foot is forward. Again, picture surfboard. Let's go. Woo, rest. Okay, first set done. Quick roll out of the shoulders. Push up, shoulder tap. Let's go. Down. Exhale as you come up, okay? Exhale, brace through the core. You also want to think about squeezing your glutes a little bit so that your hips don't pike up. Rest. Okay. Surfer get-ups. Again, I like to start from my feet. Chest to the floor. Push it back up. Spring to your feet. Hands come away. Okay, we're halfway there. Roll up the shoulders quickly if you need to. Push up, shoulder tap. Let's go. Another option for these is you could always have your hands elevated on like a bench instead of doing it knees down on the floor. Rest. Surfer get-ups. Go. Okay, we have one final set to go. Final set, we got this. Push up, shoulder tap. Try not to rock your hips open when you do the shoulder tap. Oh, I'm slowing down. Rest. All right, final 20. We got it. Let's go. Oh, done. Okay, minute to recover. I'm going to show you our third and final Tabata. So in this final Tabata, I want us to get some lateral movement in. So first exercise, it's going to be a skater to a single leg hop. Skate, single leg hop, driving that knee up. To modify, you would skate, stabilize with the ball of your foot, and then just knee drive instead of hop. So you're using the ball of the foot for balance instead of coming to that hover. Second exercise is going to be a squat jump, heel click. You just kind of bring your legs together. And then from that low squat position, step to a curtsy. Squat jump, heel click, step to a curtsy, other side. If curtsies bother your knee, you could just step to a regular back lunge. To keep that one low impact, air squat, curtsy, air squat, curtsy. Okay, final 4 minutes and then we cool down. 20 on, 10 off, let's do it. All right, skate, single leg hop, side to side. Now, yes, speed is a factor when we're doing Tabatas. You want to be moving quickly, but balance takes priority. So I don't want you to fling yourself so fast side to side that you're not stabilizing, okay? So control is key. Slide the hips back, come to balance. We'll leap to a side. Leap, hop, leap, hop. Steady pace, but controlled. Rest. Okay. Squat jump, heel click, or just a regular squat jump, step to a curtsy. I'm going to face the side so I have room to curtsy. Let's go. Rest. Okay, first set done. Skate, single leg hop. We find that balance. Let's go. Leap it, hop it. Rest. Okay. Squat jump, heel click, curtsy. Go. Rest. Okay, halfway there. Find that balance position. And we skate, hop. Steady pace, but stable. Rest. Squat jump, heel click, curtsy. Oh, my lower body's talking to me. We're so close. Let's go. Oop, I forgot the heel click. And you don't actually have to like hit your heels together. I just want you to adduct the legs. Ugh. All right, we're down to our final set. Last time each exercise. We got it. Let's go. Rest. Final 20. Squat jump, curtsy. We can do it. We can do it. Go. Done. We did it. Oh, good job. Okay. Catch your breath. I'll bring you through a quick cool down. Whew. You worked hard during that, Squeaky. Yes, you did. Oh, you worked really hard. We're proud of you. Me and all of YouTube, we're very proud of your hard work. All right, let's start with standing quad stretch. Grab a foot, pull the heel into your bum, drop the tailbone down. I know I start with this stretch a lot, but it's nice to start with an upright stretch first while you're still catching your breath and letting that heart rate come down. If you don't feel this, you got to really make sure that you're not tilting your pelvis forward. So you should be open across the front of the hips. You got to kind of squeeze the glutes a little bit sometimes. Shake it out, take it over to the other side. So hopefully you felt like that was a nice mix of some low impact Pilates and some higher impact sweaty Tabata work. Best of both worlds. Release the foot. Now let's hit the back of the leg. So you're going to plant one heel about 6 inches in front of the other, but you're not walking on a tightrope. Feet are hips distance apart. And then you're going to hinge, sliding the hips back. Don't rest your hands on the straight leg, but you can absolutely put them on the thigh of the bent knee. If you want more of a calf stretch, you can grab that foot with your hand, pulling the top of the foot towards your shin a little bit. And if you enjoyed this class, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I post new classes here every week. Also, something I've started doing, come up, let's switch sides, other heel plants, square the hips, and hinge. So something I've started doing is the day before I post a new class here, I post a 60-second preview of the class to YouTube Shorts, and I link it below in the video description. So before you take a class, you can watch a little 60-second preview, kind of get an idea of what exercises are coming, and hopefully that just helps you decide whether or not you want to take this particular class. Come up. All right, now let's find a nice wide stance. And if you're ready, let's forward fold. If you're still way out of breath, maybe you wait so that all the blood doesn't rush to your head. I want you to plant down through your right hand. I want you to twist open through the left, and then maybe you bring that hand behind your back, or maybe you just continue to reach it to the ceiling. Nice opening through that mid-spine here. And then let's come through center, take it over to the other side. Reach it open, elongate the spine, maybe hand comes behind your back. Also getting a nice stretch to the inner thighs on this one. Don't over-rotate through your neck, okay? So your gaze should kind of be in the same direction your chest is. Coming back through center, let's unlock through the knees, grab opposite elbow with opposite hand, and then just a little freedom of movement here. Just sway side to side, should feel good. Just release any tension you're holding on to for 4, 3, 2, 1. Settling center, hands to the floor, heel toe your feet in, and then slowly vertebrae by vertebrae, you're going to roll it up to stand. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, let it go. And that is your workout. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.